This is Bike Trails Podcast with Christina and Alan. We hope you enjoy listening. Good afternoon, Christina. Did you do anything special today, like ride through Brenner Pass for the first time?
Well, yes, indeed, I did.
How was that?
It was less bad than I expected.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would be from Scharnitz to Mittenwald times 100 or something, but it actually wasn't. It was a long hike with mild elevation, sometimes a little bit more, but not so much actually up. And I was almost surprised when we already arrived at Brenner.
Yeah.
Because I thought...
We were like, where is the big giant hill?
Yeah, where is the big hill? Is the big hill coming?
I even said, where's Brenner See? There's a huge hill by Brenner See. And you said, we passed it already.
Yes, because I saw it on my Wahoo that, okay, that must have been the 10 or 11 degree hill. But I'm not sure if it was 10 or 11 because it didn't feel like 10 or 11. But I was actually surprised when I saw the sign, Italy, Brenner, and then in 3 different languages somehow, and it was super good. And I think we did a good thing when we stopped at Louis' Imbiss to have something to drink and party.
So,
do you want to start from the beginning?
No, I will, but I want to say, if you're cycling, stop in Brenner, give them some business. The town needs it. It needs good business because we want to keep it there, because when you get to the top, you definitely need something. And Louis's Imbiss was great.
Imbiss von Louis.
Imbiss von
and
Louis.
Louis is sitting there with his wife, and he has a fantastic menu that in case one is hungry, they get served everything they want.
It's like every kind of Volksfest food that you can imagine from every different kind of Volksfest.
Freshly made.
Yeah, every sandwich, every sausage, every fish, everything you can imagine is available at this place. So, of course, we just had a coffee because we needed to heat up. But yeah, I think we made a good decision today, actually, to start from the beginning. Yesterday, we had a day off in Innsbruck. And we did a hike up on Patrickhoffel, and we're going to do a bonus episode about that hike because I think it would be interesting for people to hear about. But we did a kind of we scoped out the route because we had to take the bus up to Patrickhoffel yesterday to do our hike to the base station to take the Bergbahn. And it became clear that the ride from Innsbruck Center, up to Patrickhoffel was not for us.
Murderous.
Yeah. I know my limits. And so this is 5.5, 6 kilometers or something like this. And it's ridiculously steep and very dangerous. It's like every bus and car is just flying up that mountain. And so we decided that we're going to take the bus from downtown and get off at Patrickhoffel base station. So we cut off maybe 5 or 6 kilometers of the route and at least 100 meters, if not more, of climbing. Although I think by the end of the day, we did 650 or 670 or something like this.
No, more than 700.
Oh, more than 700.
We did more today than the day before that.
So over 700. But I think it was the right call to skip that part.
It was definitely the right call because we said it is crazy to ride up the road to Seefeld, but actually compared to the road today, it was safe to ride up the other road because the road today is a narrow 2-lane road with buses coming up with a lot of hair needle curves.
I couldn't believe how fast the buses were going.
And the buses there go fucking crazy. I mean, the bus drivers, I think, they see this as their daily adrenaline kick.
They get a bonus for being
to go,
on time.
you know, on the J line from peak to peak. This is even how it's called.
How fast can we do it?
Yeah, how fast can we do it from peak to peak, from Nordkette to Patscherkofel? And I would have not liked to die today again. So,
I mean, we saw several cyclists on the hill.
4 maybe.
Yeah, okay, a few. And some of them had pulled over and were like,
what the fuck?
Thinking about their decision. So, I'm very happy we decided that, because I would like to be alive for the next 14 days on the trip. So
if you don't catch COVID.
We're not going to catch COVID. It's fine. By the way, I don't know if you've noticed, but COVID is over.
No, it's not.
Are you sure?
Actually, yeah, numbers are rising.
I'm being told from my American colleagues that COVID is completely over.
So people everywhere just want it to be over, and they want to create that new reality for themselves. So they just deny that COVID still exists.
Okay.
Just look around at all those people we saw today.
I know.
They are the perfect example. So I hope so much we don't catch it.
Anyhow, we will not catch COVID. We will be smart, and we're going to spend most of our time outdoors anyways. It would be pretty clear if we catch COVID, because we won't be able to breathe going up the hills.
Not necessarily. Maybe you just fall off having a heart attack.
Possibly.
We don't know about that.
But today I thought was really great. So the positives were, you know, the way up from Patscherkofel base station all the way to Brenner, which is the topmost point of the day. That was just a super pleasant ride. Even, you know, we did not have to be on this Landstraße the whole day. We were on tiny little side village and farm roads and stuff for a lot of it. And then we joined up with this main road, and it was not a super fast road. There was a fair amount of traffic, but it was okay. And I felt like there was space, and it worked out fine. And the hills were pretty tough, but they weren't, you know, mega undoable. It's not like we had to, you know, 20 kilometers of, you know, 8 or 9 grade climbing. It was totally doable. I think any person on a bike tour, you know, could do this for sure.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I think so.
I mean, it would have been easier for me if I didn't carry all of my stuff with me. But I think an untrained person cannot do this. Cannot.
Okay, maybe not untrained.
We just you know, we just do it. I don't even think about it. I'm also untrained, but I just do it anyways. But I only saw one person with an e-bike today, or two. One was a race e-bike.
That was very
strange. So he put a motor on a race e-bike and then decided to carry 15 liters bags on both
huge
sides.
pannier setup.
Huge panniers. I mean, I haven't seen so huge panniers for a very long time, actually. And
this was a classic race bike, like steel tubes, rim brakes, 23s.
With a motor.
With a motor.
And he was going with a super fit guy on a normal race bike who had like super minimalistic packing on. And I don't know what he brought, the other guy. Like, he brought at least 15 kilos.
Maybe he was bringing home his gold from Switzerland through the mountains or something. I don't know.
I am not sure about this. So I completely lost pace. Where were we?
No, I'm just saying, I think going up was fine. And I thought most anyone could do this.
Yeah, but I must say, it was quite cold today. So we had this drizzling rain from time to time, and it was windy, and going down hills, it was quite cold. So I was super happy to have my wind jacket and my rain jacket on. And it was, the lowest today was 14 degrees. And with the wind and the height,
yeah, it was a bit cooler.
It was a bit cooler. So like 5 degrees warmer would have been ideal. But I'm still
my
happy.
€7 Decathlon long sleeve cycling shirt seemed to work out just fine for me.
It did. But I'm super happy that we didn't have pouring rain all day.
No, that would have been terrible. Like pouring, when we were having a coffee in Brenner, it was pouring rain.
It was pouring rain, but we were sitting.
We didn't have this.
Fair, so it was super
cool.
cool.
So I'm really pleased. And, you know, for a long time, it's been my, you know, dream to ride the bike over Brenner and
Same here.
do that, you know. We've gone across like this Voralpen area in Brenner Pass before, and we came back always through Kufstein. So we're kind of like in the in-river valley. And I think the other time we went up to what was this, the sea. The last trip we went up the super crazy Achensee. We came back over Achensee.
That was super crazy.
That was ridiculous. But we have never gone south over any of the mountain passes. So this was the first time besides Brenner Pass. So I was really happy that we did this. It was definitely something that was on my list. And I'm really happy that we didn't blow ourselves or get run over by a bus coming out of Innsbruck. And we just did the pass. So it's very beautiful. It's incredibly beautiful. I call it, it's like this big country view. Like when you see the pass, right, from in any direction, but typically if you're looking north, you can see this European Autobahn, this Brenner Autobahn through there, which is raised up on concrete piles. And it kind of frames how big everything is. Because you know how big a truck is, and you know how big a car is, and you can kind of guess, how big this road is. And when you see that juxtaposed to the mountain and all of the further on different valleys that are coming in from each side, it's pretty impressive, I have to say, especially with the sky and, it's a little cloudy and the sun shines through here or maybe not there. It gives a little texture to what you're looking at. So I thought it was totally worth it, and I would love to do it again. What I don't want to ever do is go the other way, because that would be brutal.
Yeah, it was
22 kilometers of almost completely downhill once we left Brenner City, the village, and only for a few bits where we had to go up and down over or under something or through a tunnel or something. There was just a few ramps of 50 or 60 meters of really hard cycling up. Besides this, we barely touched the brakes. We barely pedaled at all. So I do not want to go back up this way. It would be very hard.
You don't want to train and practice and then do it the other way?
Maybe.
We could do the Claudia Augusta again, and then from Bozen right up the other direction, and then we could do that.
So I guess the way would be Brenner Pass, Nauders, and then down that way.
Yes.
And then continue down to Bozen.
Yeah,
and then go
Bozen.
up to Brixen, and then make a left to where we are tonight in Sterzing, and then just go back over Brenner that way to Innsbruck. Yeah. That would be kind of cool. But that would be hard.
I have to be fitter to do that, because we saw 3 people, I think, riding up the opposite way, and they were like those Tour de France looking people,
very fit,
weighing half as much as we do.
I mean, they were on a group ride, so like they had a water bottle and like a mobile phone. That's all the thing they had with them. We have 3 weeks worth of stuff. So
yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. So I think it was fabulous. I highly recommend it. If you can do this, definitely do it. It's a top highlight for me to come through there and see that. Tomorrow, we are going south again. Next stop is Bruneck. So this should be great. And this is a great town. And it's not such a long ride. I think we have 50-something kilometers and 500 meters of climbing, which should be for us now, since we can just throw Brenner into the bucket of no problem at all.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think it should be okay. Tomorrow, it'll be a calm day. We'll leave a little later and just hang out there in the evening. So now we're into the Italian part of the trip.
Yes.
And I think we'll take off right now, go downtown, see what's happening.
This is what we are doing.
Great. Well, thanks for listening. Really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, post them on Twitter. Just click the button on the website. We will answer all of your questions.
Oh, I didn't even know that you had that.
Yeah. It's Bike Podcast on Twitter. And on Facebook is Bike Trails Podcast. And if you know Christina or me, just click us on Facebook and post a question.
Okay,
or if you want to know something, we will do it.
Well, I definitely can give advise how to carry a yoga mat on your backing trip. So if you want to know more about this, feel free to ask
I can give
me.
advice on how to do a podcast on the road. All right.
Okay, let's go and have something to eat.
Until tomorrow.
Until tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.